Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm making little bits of shrubbery. I take no credit for this. This is thanks to a guy called Gary who runs a really good channel called Cheeky Tech. I'll leave a link in the description below. He's got a really good channel, so have a look at that. But the idea is you get, this is the stuff that you get inside cushions or cuddly toys and things. It's just sort of fibres. So what I've done is I've just painted these sort of earthy, browny and greeny colours. And then what you do is you get a bit of that, pop it in a bit of PVA glue, and then in here I've just got a mixture of a few different scatter colours. Pop that in there, give it a shake, pop it out, and you have a little bush once the glue has all dried. Good, eh? Okay, now this is all dried, so my plan to go along here is to make it into a kind of rock face, something else that I've not really done before. So I watched a really good tutorial and I thought I'll have a little practice, and I came up with this. So this is just a little test bit I did, and I think that looks pretty pucker. I'm no geologist, so I don't know if that's accurate or whatever, but you know, to me, to my untrained professional eye, I think that that looks pretty good. So that's the plan, is to do that along there. So in order to make that, what we need first is some tin foil. Okay, so what I've done is, these are just basically going to work as little trays to pour my plaster of Paris into, and then we should have some kind of rock facey things, and then all these little gaps we can just fill in. Okay, so I've just mixed up some, it's just bog standard plaster of Paris, some black paint, and then we just pour it in. So there we go. We'll just let those dry for half an hour or so. Nearly had an incident when one of our cats nearly jumped into this box, so we nearly had a paw print in the back of one of them and a messy cat. Right, so these have now set, so it should be just a case of peeling away the old tin foil. And there we have our first rock face. And then all these little bits that inevitably are going to chip away will make just good little stony bits to go at the bottom. Right, let's do the rest. Okay, so there we have it. So I've painted all of the main pieces, and then what I'll do is I'll fix it in, just sort of stuck them into place. Now I'm not particularly worried about all the little gaps and so, because that's all going to get filled in. So now it's time to transform these into better looking rock. So that's the kind of thing I was thinking of. I'm not quite finished yet, still a bit more to do. I'm just going to let all that dry for now, but there's still a more bits we can put in there. And the other thing was one of these. No, it's not a torch. It's a static grass applicator, which makes your grass stand up and makes it look a lot more realistic. So you can see I've done up there. Now done all of the grass in this area here, and as you see I've now also put up a new back scene across this back section here, and I've been messing around making some trees here as well. They need a bit of finishing off. As you can see, there's some white blobs there, but I think they look pretty good thus far. So that's where we're going there. I might get a few more trees in that bit. Right, so what have I been up to recently? I've put in this batten going around here, and then underneath that is just a bit more lighting, just to boost things up a little bit. And if we swing around over here, I've put a wall in here, and then I've filled in that bit. So the next job now is just to grass that area, and this little bit here is my cunning. So this isn't fixed, this bit, so I can take that out easily to get to any wiring. So if I want to add some more lights in this little bit, I can do that slightly easier. I've got a board here which is in the house at the moment, which I've got a nice little thing going on there, which I shall reveal once it's all finished. And then coming along here, I've put wiring all along here now, and as you can see, my plan here is going to be, so there's this block of flats, and then we've got a row of shops here going up to the end, and then I've got some more walls on order here, and then we'll build a station in here, bit of town area in this jumble of mess over here. And then if we move down here, this little section, we're going to have this building somewhere like that, a little car park here, a little gravelly road here, and then I'm going to attempt to build a kind of lake here. I mean, it's just going to be a what would you call it? I don't know, a low relief lake. I don't know, because it's going to sort of come off the edge of the board. But yeah, I'm going to have a dabble with trying to make a lake water type thing here. So that'll be interesting. So now, let's grass this bit. There we go. Always seems really wasteful because you have to put loads of it, especially on sort of these more vertical bits, but it all gets hoovered back up again and we can reuse it. Right, so I've hoovered all the excess away there, and now it's time to just blend all of that in. And as always, that means more things. So we've got some lichen, different colours of that. We've got some dark green foliage, olive green foliage, medium foliage, light green foliage, and of course glue. Okay, That's good. Okay, that will do us for now. I remembered I haven't actually stuck this ballast down yet, so I should do that before I put anything more around here. But I think it's time for a coffee. Okay, since I was working on that little bit, it also seemed a good time to put some lights in the garage, which is one of those little jobs I've been meaning to do for ages. So we now have lights in there. And I think that's probably all for this one. We're getting towards that time. So I shall leave it here, and then next time I'll hopefully have the little project I've been working on, the exciting thing that will be going over there. Okay, bye.